Alright, so I recently heard a video about this Dawn Walker lady. I guess she was apprehended in Oregon uh, with false passports and such. For those of you who don't know, this Dawn Walker woman, everybody feared that she had been kidnapped because she went missing about 2 weeks ago. Alright, I'll pop the clip in and we'll take it from there.
Dawn Walker and her son were presumed missing and even feared dead for 2 weeks. Her truck and purse were found near the South Saskatchewan River, and for days, emergency crews and volunteers scoured the area by land, air, and water. Now, U.S. authorities who arrested Walker in Oregon on Friday allege she meticulously planned the whole thing. According to prosecutors, as part of an elaborate and well-thought-out plan, the defendant, a Canadian citizen, kidnapped her child and after faking her death and that of her son, fled to the United States.
In things such as cell phone records.
Here in Canada, Walker is charged with child abduction in breach of a custody order and public mischief.
As the criminal investigation progresses, there may be further charges that Ms. Walker will face as a result.
U.S. authorities have charged Walker with a felony and misdemeanor related to using a false identity to enter the country. If found guilty, Walker would be jailed for a minimum of 2 years for the felony and up to 6 months for the misdemeanor. Court documents show a handwritten checklist that lawyers say Walker wrote on how to stage her death and disappearance. They include things like dyeing her hair, throwing her phone in the water, ditching her car, and covering a distinct tattoo on her hand. An affidavit from a Homeland Security agent alleges Walker stole the identity of her friend and her friend's son to open up bank accounts, buy a vehicle, and cross the border. There is a growing movement in Saskatchewan and beyond calling on people to stand with Dawn.
I think we have to look at the wider system at play here and how that impacted her taking such drastic action.
Indigenous leaders have...
Okay, so first off, this domestic abuse allegation, I don't know much about it. That being said, you have two sides. One that says her actions were motivated by domestic abuse, and then you have another side that says these allegations were thoroughly investigated and no charges resulted in it. So who would I believe? I wouldn't believe anybody. I'd believe the evidence. You know, I need to see evidence. I know that's kind of cold saying that, but that's the state of things in this day and age. As for her faking her own demise and that of her son, that cost the police thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to do the search that went on for days, weeks. All that money gone. Then all the emotional damage she inflicted on all her friends and family because they thought she was missing, kidnapped, or you get it. Only for her to be caught in the States, entering the States with illegally obtained documents, i.e. a passport. And I can see why her sister would be backing her up because that's her sister. But that just raises a question for me. She had all these family members who cared about her and all these friends who cared about her. Why couldn't she go to them for help? Now, I remember first hearing about her missing profile on the radio, and I hate to say it, but every time I hear about a missing persons, I can't help but get the sad feeling that it might not be real. Why? Because of people like this. There are people who have gone missing. There's a red dress campaign. People put up red dresses on the side of the road, and that's for all the missing Indigenous women. So this Dawn person, she would know that, and she probably figured she could use it to help cover her tracks. In summary, the reason I made this video, This person, she completely manipulated everybody's emotions, the system. She cost the police tens of thousands of dollars. And this is why it infuriates me. There are actually missing people, but then you have people like this. And will she be reimbursing the police? Probably not. Anyway, that's it for my ramble. Take care.